morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Everyday Growth Advisors webinar series. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Top of the morning to y'all. Another webinar for the books today, and I think tomorrow my internet is coming back. So I'm using my phone's internet right now. 4G connection for the win. I can't wait for 5G. Maybe I'll just do away with my gigabit speed internet after that. But a little bit of a pre-market update here. Just a little bit of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Perfect little setup for the cup and handle here. Looks like we had exactly what I was talking about yesterday. A push down, irrational push down with that exuberance, bounce on the 38.2. Nice little bounce there. And then a buy up right after that, right? This is exactly what we were talking about yesterday and exactly what we were expecting, that little push down followed by the buyback. Now we are ready to possibly come through to break above the 61.8. This will be the key level to break today with the 61.8 over here. And we'll see if we can continue to climb back up here to make higher highs. I think that personally, this is somewhere near to the bottom. There were a couple of signals that this was approaching the bottom with the 200 moving average, bounce on it. And now we'll see if we can hold this level pushing into this earnings week. Lots of companies reporting earnings this week. So good morning to all of you. Can you hear me fine? I wonder why the chat is so quiet today. My goodness. Zam, son. Why is everyone so quiet? Nobody even said good morning. How are you guys doing? Hello. I'm wondering what's going on. How come this is the first time we've been a couple minutes in and nobody said anything? Scary, guys. It's like Halloween. So yeah, I think today might be a good day for people to exactly for the bearish traders to start getting trapped. I think that yesterday was a good day, obviously, to buy puts, but for a day trade, obviously. But yeah, looking at the 15-minute charts always helpful. This is the reason why I avoid using smaller time frames. I always look at a bigger picture. Also, a nice little recovery from AMD here, as we had called out yesterday on the stream. Remember, these are all things that we are discussing on a daily basis on this live stream, right? We said AMD was ready to pop up, and it indeed has. Pre-market up already $2. Looks like it may continue to trade upward today. Also news about it possibly purchasing Ceilings, which is the chip maker as well. So lots of interesting things going on over there. And yeah, wow, still no one on here on the chat. Can you guys hear me? I wonder, can you guys hear me? Hello? Oh boy, I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'm going to continue anyway. I feel like there are people watching, but no one's talking. Either way, AMD here, if it reaches $88 today, I'll be a happy camper, to be honest. I really want it to get to like 88-ish. I have some positions that I picked up yesterday, which is nice. So we'll see if we can actually get there. Wow, still no communication from the outside world. Interesting. Okay then. We're live, aren't we? We're live. I'm pretty sure we're live. Okay. How are you guys doing today? Oh boy. I'm starting to wonder if there's something wrong with the stream. Let me refresh my page. Oh, yo, this is crazy. It didn't show me all the chat. That's nuts. Sorry guys. For some reason it didn't show me the screen. That's weird. I don't know. Okay, now I see it. Now I see the chat. Now I see it. Yeah. Okay. Good morning. Let's get this money. Why does God hate me? What's up, Shiri? How you doing? What's up, DP? Welcome back. What's up, Chirac? How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Melissa? Hi, Joanne. How are you doing? What's up, Big City Sound? Yo. Good morning. What's up, Hyben? Good morning, Azucena, Ram, Shri, Francesco. What's up, Michael, Chia, Takwa. What's up? We are here. All right, cool. This weekend now. What? Morning, T. What's up, Rainiel? Welcome back. Yes, all good. Sorry, man. I honestly couldn't see this chat earlier, so you saw it was all weird and anyway. Good morning. We hear you great. Maybe something over the chat. Yeah, that was the issue. We can hear you. We are here. Perfect. Hi. We can hear you. I don't think you can see the chat. Exactly. That was what was happening. Yes, you must have your chat hidden. Probably internet low. Excited about the upcoming market. Yes, me too. I got 4G, bro. I don't got 3G. I got 4G bars. So, which one of you caught AMD with the live stream yesterday? Because I definitely called this out yesterday. I said, hey, this is the time to start buying. You got to start looking at this one. Came into our little demand zone here. It pays to follow the live stream, right? And the things that we talk about are always, mooning and gunning and running. So you got to always attend the live stream and, take a couple of positions with us for a couple of times so you can see, the magic that plays off. So I'm glad that you guys are, paying attention and following along with the stream. But today's stream is not about that. We are going to be talking about OBV and volume today, which are two of the indicators that I love using. There are a couple of things that you need to know about these two because you can't use one without the other. Let's see. Morning, me. I got stopped out 30%. That's good though. 30%, still 30%. No one ever gone broke taking profits, bruh. Hold AMD through earnings. Yes. I mean, I personally like it. It's reporting earnings today, right? I'm pretty sure it's today. 10/27. Is it today or tomorrow? Yeah, it's today, right? It's reporting earnings today. And then I skipped the open and soul. I miss it being a sleepyhead. Melissa, that's okay. You'll get it next time. We do a lot of breakdowns here, so I'm sure that you'll find one. Let's see. Might snag again at the open. Yeah, if it shows good volume, I think it might be a potential runner today. Like running the whole day possibly kind of thing. I would even say potential like move, since it's gapping up, it's going to probably try and take out 88 here. That would be the key level for it to kind of take out. That would be nice. We'll see if it actually does though. Oh, 30% loss. Damn, I thought you said 30% gains, bro. Sorry, man. AMD earnings is out. Oh, it is out? What? Oh, that's why it's moving then. Let's see. Why did I not see this? What did the earnings say? Let's go have a look. I want to check it out. What happened? What happened, man? Come on. Yo, internet. Come on. Cooperate with me. Please. Let's see. AMD. I thought it was reporting off the market. I guess it's reporting before market. News. Wow, this is crazy slow. Damn. AMD, I think, leaked earnings. Oh, wow. Record reports record Q3 revenue, raises full year view on PC gaming strength. Damn, son. And then also acquiring Xilinx. Jeez. Wow, that's big. Yeah, this stock's about to moon, I think. I think today it might be the day where it moons. Everybody's going to end up buying it when the market opens. Pretty sure this is... I'm going to hold this one for the end of the week for sure. AMD earnings is out early this morning due to acquisition of this. Confirmed... Wait, what? Earnings is out early this morning due to the confirmed acquisition. Q3 hit a record of this. Plus 56% year over year. Company beat estimates top and bottom lines. Revenue of computer and graphics. Total... Oh, wow. That's a big beat. Damn, son. Wow. Almost 200 plus million. Which is up 22% quarter over quarter. 31% year over year. Significant increase in Ryzen processor sales. Yep, I'm using the Ryzen. So graphic sales were down year, but improved from Q2. Okay. Semi-custom. came in this segment was up. Okay, gross margin. We actually did AMD as a ticker too. We saw potential for this business to continue running, but we remember our intrinsic valuation for the stock is much higher. But what the issue was we were talking about was this is in the early beginnings of a chip cycle, right? Remember what we were talking about, and this is just the beginning for the stock, in my opinion, right? Because what's about to happen now is they release a new chipset, and then there's going to be a demand shortage. Sorry, there's going to be a high demand and a supply shortage, and then there'll be price increase, and then the stock is going to pop, and then there's going to be big time price movement with the stock itself. So we'll see what happens after that. And then pre-market okay, cool. All right, then they bought all stock deal, receive 1,000 common shares. Damn, son. Wow, ceiling's higher by 10%. That's crazy. All right, okay then. Well, that's good news for our AMD calls, so I'll take it, whatever it is. The earnings beat was great. I think I will probably hold that one for a while. I have $88 calls for a month out for AMD, just FYI. I think they reported crush earnings, crush recovering, buying ceilings. Yep, that's right. So, okay, cool. All right then, let's get on with the webinar. I don't want to be taking too much of your time today. But I want to really focus on the lesson on hand today, which is volume and OBV, okay? And so these are two separate things that you need to use together to make efficient trading decisions for a intraday setup, okay? And I like to use these setups on at least a 10-minute or a 15-minute time frame, all right? I know many people like to use lower time frame for intraday, but I liked less anxiety in my life, okay? And an easy way to get less anxiety is to use a slightly higher time frame. Now, a 15-minute, you can see I go from 15 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 and 15 minutes. This is for quick snipe scalping, 1 minute and 15 seconds. 2 minutes is more for like, I want to see a little more action than 1 minute. And then 5 minutes is usually a quick snipe day trade, and then 10 and 15 minutes are for my usual default time frames for my intraday trades. Okay, so I'm usually using 10 to 15 minutes every single day. 5 minutes is what I will switch to when I'm getting in and out of trades, okay, to see more price action, and I want to see what is going on exactly with volume. Now, a big caveat about volume. Volume is more accurate with the lower time frame that you go. For example, if you're looking at this right now and I turn on extended hours, right? And I can see the movement of AMD after hours, right? Well, if you look at this on a 15-minute and you switch to the 1 minute, you'll see a lot more information on volume than you will on the 15-minute, right? Obviously, because you have more information, right? Here you can just see a couple of low candlesticks. Yeah, they're moving above the average volume. But if you switch over in the 1 minute, you can see exactly what's going on, at which point exactly the volume come in, and this was significant buy up of stocks over here. And then if you switch to the 15 seconds, you can see exactly what's going on as well, right? Like look over here. Oh, wow, this is the insane volume that came in pre-market, right? And, you know, with this, you can kind of get the trend. You can see exactly where volume was starting to come up. Now with OBV and volume put together, you have to use them to confirm if volume is going in or volume is going out. So think of the volume bars on the bottom. First of all, I don't know if many of you know this, but the volume bars on the bottom do not tell you anything about the buying or selling of the stock, okay? And I've mentioned this many, many times on this live stream. I mentioned it many, many times on even the mentorship course or whatever else that, you know, the webinars that I've taught on the YouTube channel, right? These volume bars on the bottom don't tell you jack shit about whether it is bullish volume or bearish volume. These volume bars simply tell you the total amount of volume, inflow and outflow, okay? And so when you talk about volume, looking at these volume bars on the bottom don't tell you the whole story, all right? Because the price action could come down on low volume, all right? And so you need to understand what are the differences between these things, all right? So let me actually go in here and make sure that this is on full performance, okay? and get my little trusty pen here. This is one of the reasons why I love using the Surface Pro. So, important things to know about volume. Okay. First things first. Low volume versus high volume. Okay. If price action is going up on low volume, okay, what does that mean? If price action is going up on low volume, that means that there are only buyers in this market. Okay? There are no sellers. All right? On low volume, if prices go up, this is not a very good indication of solid price action. Okay? You need to understand this concept. Because if the price of and something goes up on low volume, what this simply means is that, for example, let me see if I can find a scenario here. Not really. Well, you could say kind of this scenario here, right? Kind of, but not really. This scenario here. See how the volume is generally pretty low, right, during this time period, and then the actual volume comes in after, right? This period over here, the stock is getting pushed up on low volume, right? And what does that mean? That means that over here, there are mostly only buyers buying the stock, okay, pushing the price up. There are no sellers to contest the price action to push the price down, or there are very few sellers in this market, okay? And so as buyers continue to buy, then what happens? Buyers exhaust, okay? We call this buyer fatigue. And then a big seller comes in and boom, pushes the price down on low volume. Why? Because there's no one to buy left, okay? Everybody that wanted to buy bought. So how can you have more buying after only buying has happened? I hope that is somewhat informative or somewhat intuitive for you, okay? Sometimes determining how volume interacts within the price action is a very important construct. If something goes up on low volume, it's not an accurate price signal, okay? This is the reason why we always harp on having high volume setups, because high volume setups means there is something called volatility. And what does volatility mean? Volatility means that there are both buyers and sellers, okay? And that's a healthy market. We want buyers and sellers to contest, and where supply and demand meet, if demand is more than supply, then prices go up. If supply is more than demand, then prices come down. We want these ideal conditions, okay? But we want the natural price action to dictate with good volume. We don't want situations where we have low volume, okay, and price action with no sellers. We don't want that. We want equal amount of buyers and sellers, but demand to outstrip supply, okay? And this way, you have healthy price action. I don't know if this is if you guys are catching my drift, but I hope that this is important. You know, you guys kind of get what I'm saying over here, because this is an important concept, okay? So these are one of the things that you got to understand. Now, the other thing is, once you understand volume, first of all, these bars over here, if it's green, it doesn't mean that it's bullish volume. If it's green, it's just taking the color of the candlestick above it, right? Green, green, red, red. If it closes even a little bit red, it becomes red. Closes a little bit green, it closes green, right? It's just the way it is. It takes the color of the candlestick below it. So actually, technically, these these volumes, you could even change it to the same color. It doesn't even matter. Like, you could make this black and it wouldn't even matter, okay, to be honest. It just wouldn't matter at all, all right? But obviously, I like to keep it as green just for it to be uniform with everything else that I have, okay? Oh, where's my green at? Where's my green at, bro? Now, another neat little trick that I learned from one of the mods on option swing is to put a moving average on it, and you can use an area graph to block out the non-significant volume. And you can make this as opaque as you like. I generally just like to keep it a little translucent so that I can see the candlesticks below it, but not enough to like for it to annoy me. And so I like to keep that on there. So anything above the moving average, that shows you the average volume. Anything above the average is volume that is significant, right? Anything that's below it is non-significant. Okay, so this way, oh, this candlestick's a little significant, this one's a little significant, this volume's significant, right? So this way you can tell, okay, what's going on, what's not going on, okay? That's a general idea here. Let me know if you guys are, if you're enjoying this webinar so far, because your feedback is very important to me. Also, make sure that you smash the like button if you're here. Let's see if we can get to 90 likes today. That would be really nice. Yesterday we got to 100. I would really, really appreciate your help to smash the like button, hit the thumbs up for me so that the YouTube algorithm recommends this video to other people. So I truly appreciate you taking your time being here. Thank you very, very, very much. Okay, so now moving into OBV here. Now, the on-balance volume indicator. This is another indicator that you can use. How do you find it? You just go into the FX column here, type OBV. It's literally the built-in one, which is right here. Okay, and OBV, when you get it, it's actually going to be on the bottom. This is how it's going to look like. It's going to be on the bottom right here. And all you got to do is grab it and pull it to the top here to come into your graph. Now, obviously, it's up to you if you want it on your graph or not. I like it to be on my graph. I like to see it on the graph itself so I can see where the volume's coming in, where the candlesticks are. It just looks a little better. This scale on the left over here, which is right here, this shows you in the number of shares, but I don't like that. I like to have my scale in percent here so I can see in terms of percent how much of volume has gone in and out. Because if I see shares, I need to know how much of total shares there are versus, the volume flowing in and out. So I like to keep it in percent. It's just easier this way. You could also, play around with the index to 100, like 100%. And then you could also use a logarithmic scale, but I like to use percent. It's just so much easier, okay, to know, okay, this much percent is going in, this much percent is going out. Now, what does OBV actually show you, or what does it track? It tracks the momentum flow of volume. So momentum flow of volume going in or out of the particular stock. Okay. Now, this is particularly important because when you put this together with the regular volume bars, okay, you get to paint a different kind of story, all right? And there are many ways that you can use this in a creative way. For me, some of the best ways that I like to use volume and OBV is when big volume comes in, for example, I'm looking at it. And by the way, I like to use this on a 5-minute time frame. When you put these two together on a 5-minute time frame, it's usually like really nice, like a magic trick almost. And so when you see like a OBV making higher highs and higher lows, it's usually a bullish sign, right? Okay, like for example, look at this over here. We made a high and then another high after that, right? You can see that, right? Why am I doing this when I can just draw on it? So you can see we made a series of highs and lows, and you can make this smaller here, move this up, and I can show you what I mean here. So you can see the price action right below it, okay? And so you can see how OBV moves to make waves, right? Higher high, and then higher high, right? And through the end of the day here, you would have seen a decent increase in volume, right? From minus 0.5 or minus 0.3 to plus 0.9, right? This was the difference in volume, right? It went from here to here, right? And from this, you can tell that there was an influx of volume right before the market closed, right? Somewhere starting from here. Yes, a bounce over here. And if you didn't have OBV on, what you would have seen is just a series of weird volume looking bars, right? Without OBV, you wouldn't know that there's increasing amounts of buying going on over here, right? You wouldn't know that. So OBV helps you keep track of the momentum of people who are buying the stock. If volume's going up here and OBV is pointing up, then you know that there are people buying the stock, okay? So does that mean that, oh, you just go ahead and buy whenever you see this? No, it doesn't mean that. Okay, it doesn't mean that. You need to combine this indicator together with the volume indicator, and you need to combine it in such a manner that you can use it for breakouts. Okay, this is what I like to use OBV and volume for. Breakout patterns. All right, and how do you get those? How do you spot those? Let's try a different stock. Okay, so what you want to see here, like for example, look at Apple, right? Okay, wow, huge volume in and then huge volume flowed out, right? And then towards the end of the day, look at the amount of volume that came in, right? But is that enough for you to go buy this stock? No, it's not. Okay, even though closing volume was great on Apple, you need to realize that here you need Apple to make a series of higher highs before you can get in. So this is considered one wave. You need to wait for another wave, right? And then on the dip, when OBV points down but fails to make a lower low, see, it's exactly like how waves work, right? When you have wave patterns, you want to wait for a series of waves, right? The first wave, you don't enter. The second wave, that's when you enter. You have confirmation that you have a higher high and a higher low, right? Then you can enter your calls here, right? This is the time when you enter calls. You never enter calls on the top. You always enter calls on the bottom, right? Because you never want to overpay for your contracts. The same thing happens with OBV. You got to spot that moment when it stops making a higher high, okay? And also, another thing that OBV helps you prevent are fake outs. If you see volume very low and then OBV suddenly pointing up, right? Then you know that people are buying the stock, right? And you know that this is buying pressure, right? You can see what happens over here. The volume is relatively low, right? The volume is relatively low over here. But look at what's happening to OBV, right? This shows that there are people actually buying the stock, okay? And so on low volume, this was a bunch of buyers buying Apple with no sellers to contest, okay? And then eventually at some point in time, a bunch of sellers came in all at one time to push the price down, right? So tracking the higher highs and higher lows to form an uptrend, just like how you would do with the stock, is an important process, okay? But I like to use OBV in the fashion where you can find high success rate trade setups. You have a resistance or you have a support, either way, right? You have a series of candlesticks that are moving and consolidating towards this top here, right? And then you see a breakout, right? And through this breakout, you see big volume on the bottom, right? You see huge volume bars, and at the same time, you see OBV do something like this, right? Or even vertically pointing up very aggressively, right? And then you see a good pattern that allows you to buy in. But do you enter right at the breakout? Many people do, and they try to catch this wave to the top. They try to catch this wave. And this is exactly why I'm doing this webinar. It's to tell you that you should try to avoid catching this wave up. Okay? This wave up is what gets majority of you into trouble. Because what happens is you catch this wave up, but you don't realize that everybody is buying calls here. Everybody. Every idiot sandwich out there on Robinhood, on Wall Street Bets, they see the breakout the same time as you, all right? And what they're doing is they're buying calls. And they're like, oh yeah, let's play this. Let's scalp it. Let's do it, right? And some of them are just, flipping premiums, doing it for a couple minutes. And then it just all takes one person to get greedy, okay? One person gets greedy and that's it. It's game over, okay? So usually that greedy person is you. And I'm not saying just you, that's me too. Okay, and so you have to be very careful that you don't mess yourself up with this, because IVs will be super high, right? And the call options are going to be super expensive. What you should instead wait for is the breakout, okay? And then the retracement back down to test this level as a support. And how do you know that it tested the level of support? You'll see a reversal. And this is where you enter on the second wave after the breakout. Because now you've established a new support. This is now the support for the stock. The new support after the resistance is a stronger support, okay? And that's pretty much some ways that you can find high success rate trade setups. Okay, this is one of the ways that you can do it. Oh boy, I hope that my internet didn't mess me up there. I think I gotta refresh this thing here. Patience, guys. Tomorrow's live stream hopefully will be with regular fast internet. So it's just one more day today. I appreciate you guys, smashing the like button and all that. I really do appreciate it. Insightful as always. Thank you. Are your videos available after the live stream? Yes, it is, Josh. Absolutely. You got to go to my YouTube channel, click on the webinar series. I'm going to update the playlist today, so it will be definitely up there for you. Very informative. Thank you. Great stuff. Thank you. I bought a call for EMD yesterday. You called it, but also analysts increased its price targets. There are articles saying they might best beat earnings. Bought a call yesterday, was down 30%. Well, AMD's up pre-market today, and they really busted earnings, so they smashed it. Can we add the volume moving average to TOS? Can we add the volume moving average area to TOS? I think it might be possible. Why are the volume bars on the bottom red versus green? It's just the way it's set up, I guess. AMD will rise today, y'all. What about when price action is down? Do we still want to see a lot of volume? Is that indicative of health? Well, yes. Generally speaking, you want more volume than not. Okay. It's the matter is that you need to understand the more volume you have, the more price action. The more price action, the better the odds of a accurate supply and demand distribution. Okay. With the low volume, it's very difficult for you to make efficient or accurate trading, accurate volume predictions, okay? And so you have to watch out for the high volume plays, all right? By the way, if this webinar has helped you out so far, I'd appreciate it if you take a second out of your day to smash the like button, because that's exactly what I need from you. If you really want to help me and you enjoy the stream, you don't need to donate, you don't need to do nothing, just help me hit the like button so that YouTube can recommend this video to other people. That would really help me out. Also, if you like this button, it's going to be saved in your playlist. That way you can view it for later, okay? So I appreciate you guys doing that. How long is the retracement usually? What time frame wise? I get confused sometimes on a true pullback or not. That's a very good question. So for me personally, I look on the 15-minute, right? And this is the thing many people fail to understand. It's like, they always say, so when is the retracement? Like, okay, I have the wave up, but how do I know when is the retracement over? Well, majority of the time, you need to wait for the consecutive higher high, right? For example, Apple's in this big bear move, right? But did it ever break out to do one of these? This is how you know a wave reverses, right? It's making waves, right? Lower and lower and lower, right? And lower, right? And lower. Okay, you can see that, right? How do you know if Apple's going to reverse? It's going to do something like this, right? It's going to do this. Here, let me show you. There'll be a moment when it'll go like this, and then like this, and then like this, right? Right? So you need it to break previous highs, okay? Previous highs, you need it to break and go higher. So I like to wait for one wave, 2 waves at least of higher highs. Break one high like this, right? And then break another high like this. And this is how you can say this is a reversal. Okay? A pullback is different, right? A pullback is different. A pullback will always get rejected and fail to make higher highs. A pullback will go like this, like this, like this, like this, and then it'll come up and then reject. And then come up and then reject. Come up and reject. That's a pullback. These are pullbacks. Okay? Reversal means like this and then start to make higher highs. Okay, that's, you got to spot the trend. You got to spot the waves, and you can only, and the thing about it is it happens after. So that's the best part about it. Okay, that's the best part. It always happens after the fact. Remember, candlesticks are a lagging indicator. Okay, they're not like something that can predict the future. Yes, trend analysis is a real thing. Technical analysis has its place. All right. But you need to remember not to get completely sidelined by the fact that you are over-reliant on it, okay? So be realistic with your analysis. That's all I'm going to say. Which time chart do you use for entry and calls after the second higher low? I tend to use the 10 and 15 minutes. 15 minutes for even more accuracy. 10 minutes usually is for intraday if I'm trading something that's very volatile. That's what I do. You just got to get used to it. You see, let me explain to you the problem. The problem is people would rather see this very volatile movement and get excited about it because traders love jumping in and out of trades. They love it. They love like the fact that they could make 20 bucks within a few seconds. That is what they love seeing, okay? But you need to realize something. By looking at this, you need to train yourself to have less anxiety and more patience, to look at the 15-minute time frame, okay, and see less price action and make decisions using that. It's just a switch in mentality. That's all it is. It will take you a little bit of time to get used to it, but once you do it, believe me, switching over to a higher time frame will make you a much more patient and formidable trader because you'll be able to see the trend more clearly, right? Like look at this, right? You can see a trend, a clear trend, okay? I think most of us trying to be on a trade, it's hard to be patient, wait the trade come to us. Also, there's so much noise from everybody's social media chat groups. That is absolutely true, Thiago. That's the thing. It's, you got to learn from a mentor, okay? Learn the best that you can, and then you need to put it into practice. You need to make sure that you give yourself time, give yourself an opportunity to prove yourself, okay? And put in the effort to learn and practice, okay? That's why I do these webinars for you guys so that you can come in here, you can ask me questions, ask me guidance. For people who can't afford the EGA mentorship course, these webinars are basically supplemental material for you guys to learn for free, okay? I am a very, very firm believer that knowledge should be free. And therefore, I do bite-sized pieces on these webinars to give you guys an equal opportunity to learn the things that the people learn in the mentorship course. Obviously, not in the same fashion, not in the same depth, but you still get a shot at learning everything that they learn. It's just it's broken up. And also, it's do you have the patience and do you have the mental fortitude to attend these webinars? That's the thing about it, right? If you have the discipline to attend the webinars, you'll realize that if you watch the entire webinar playlist, that should more than suffice in giving you a very comprehensive learning process about trading, all right? I have put out so many videos at this point. Look at how big the playlist is, and I haven't even updated it because I've been sick and busy. But if you actually look at the playlist, it's growing to be like a one-stop shop for anybody who's looking for trading knowledge. Check it out. Playlist, go to Growth Webinar, you click on the View Playlist here, and I've put all the playlists since the beginning. You start with candlesticks. You start with charting. I go through all my indicators, every single thing, right? Then you go to how to create a watch list. Then you go to using your watches to trade pattern breakouts, how to scalp trade, how to day trade, how to swing trade, how to position trade, how to manage those positions, the time value of money explained, how to hedge those positions, why option traders lose money, wave patterns, trade confirmations, how to plot fib extensions, targets, retracements, recognizing supply and demand zone, systems of the mind. This is more in psychology. Overlook cognitive biases, another psychology one. How to spot patterns. I did one on technicals. And then how to use the VWAP indicator. And then after that, we had some more after how to use the VWAP. We have a couple more, right? We had, let's see here, and I'm going to add these to the list soon, right? We had correlation of market indices and building a long-term portfolio. Something that was also important. Then we did playing the ER run-up, and today we're doing high probability trading setups. So you can see that if you were to just attend all the webinars, you would have a very, very comprehensive course on your hands. Okay, and I believe very strongly, because my parents have always taught me, that knowledge should be free. Okay, so I really do appreciate all you guys, efforts in being here. And helping me to achieve this dream of spreading rampant knowledge. And the best way that you can help me, if you want to help me on my mission, is to really just smash the like button. Because by you smashing the like button, that helps this video reach other people. And if you don't, then it doesn't. And that's just the sad truth about the internet, the way the algorithms are. Okay, So the only thing I ask for is for somebody to hit the like button, because that's the best way for this video to reach somebody else and gets recommended onto other people's YouTube page. And that's the only way that this will go further. So it's okay if you don't, but if you want to help me, that's the best way to do it. Yeah. Let's see here. Always learn something new with your videos. Thanks. Thank you for attending, Eric. What's up, Robert? How you doing? Good morning, man. Noted, M. Thank you for being here, M. Appreciate that. Thank you for being a great mentor, T. Make sure to leave a like, guys. Thank you, Shri. Appreciate that. T, do you need pay for an account to use TradingView? Actually, no. Technically speaking, like for example, if you want to have all of these indicators that I have, you don't need to pay. You can have it in the free account too. Because volume is a free indicator, and then all you gotta add is Pattern Smart, the triple moving average, and OBV. And so that's your 3 free indicators. You can have all of these. Like I have an additional RSI down here, but I have a paid account because I use a shared account with Option Swing. The webinars are awesome, I rewatch them to help refresh and instill knowledge. Thank you very much. Let's show T some love and smash like, y'all. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Just in case you're interested, AMD CEO about to come on CNBC. Whoa, is that Lisa Su? I feel like might be Lisa Su. She's so cool. Well, I'm just about done with this webinar anyway. I just wanted to bring your attention how you can use OBV. Remember, the best way sometimes for OBV is I like to draw these trend lines. It's like you just go like this, right? Like exactly like how you would plot a trend line on Apple, right? And you can see that, okay, there's a trend right here, right? And if it breaks the trend, right? If it breaks the trend, then you know that something's up, right? Okay, so you can draw like a trend line. If it breaks the trend, then you know that there may be a possible downtrend coming, right? Further. If it breaks the trend to the upside, then you know, okay, there may be a possible upside trend coming. So I like to do these trends where I draw these divergences and convergences to find out where the stock is going to pop or drop. Okay, that's just a little bit of a nugget that I wanted to leave you guys with. So I hope that you guys have a great trading day. Let's see here. Name looking real fancy. Yeah, he got promoted to a mod. The ads are beyond annoying. Yeah, that's true. It is true. Do you think TradingView Premium is worth it? Well, I've been using Premium for a while, and I personally think it is worth it. But I think there's a trick to it, by the way. You can get like 50% or 30% or something off if you sign up for the free version and then let it run out. And then I think on the last day or something, you have to do something. Let me find out, but I'm pretty sure somebody told me this before. You can get like a 50% off, you know, on TradingView itself if you just run the trial and then let it run out. And then after that, they'll give you like a deal. And usually Black Friday, they usually have a deal too. I don't know why this time around they don't. It's kind of weird. But yeah, they usually have deals on TradingView. Last time they had like a, I don't know, 80% off or something crazy. And that's when we got the yearly sub for Option Swing, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Well, here's where I call it a day for you guys. Remember to tune in tomorrow. We'll do a pre-market update, give you guys a lowdown on what's going on. As far as I'm concerned today, I think the skies are green for us to make a move up. I think that while traders will remain bearish today, I think this is a good day to pick up some long positions, in my opinion. There was a lot of insane flow on Apple yesterday. Apple calls were coming in the entire day. And also other companies that are reporting earnings this week. I personally don't have a stance on whether Apple's going to beat earnings or not, but I'm going to play the earnings run up. That's what I'm going to do. I'll probably play some $120 calls. And so that's what my plan is if I can get a good entry today on Apple. Play a run up here on the break of 116, 117 here. This would be a nice time to enter. Apart from that, I'll see you guys tomorrow on the webinar. Sorry, not the webinar, but the pre-market live stream, which is also a webinar. And yeah, I'll keep you guys in the loop. Tomorrow my internet's going to be fixed, so hopefully I'll have my computer back. I also need to go get one lost cable, and then that should be good to go. So tomorrow I'm probably going to be a little bit busy throughout the day, and in the morning I'll be giving a day 2 lesson on the intermediate course. So for those who didn't sign up yet for the intermediate course, the next one's going to be next month. Also, for those people who are interested in the beginner's course, I want to put it out there. The next sign up is going to be on the 7th of November. Okay, 7th November, save the date. That will be the next wave for beginner's course. It's going to be a 5-day course where you can learn about the fundamentals of options trading only for $330, a comprehensive 5-day course. And I think it's completely worth it. If you've taken the course before, you'll know. Okay, so yeah. Are the death crosses happening all across the tech sector? Not a worry. Well, I mean, they are technically, but as I was saying, I think that we may have like a fake death cross here. It may be like a very interim death cross. That's what I think. But you're right though. It might. I mean, it could possibly do that. I mean, it's just, you know, we're pretty far above moving averages on the daily, so it could still come down here to the $100 level. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But if anything, maybe a move up before a move down. All right then. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live stream. Have a good one. Take care. Be safe. Love you all. Thank you for attending. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. If you did, smash the like button. Have a great day, guys. Peace, love, much respect to all of you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.